Rogue Woman, and today we are reviewing the Wasing 50 plus 5 liter pack. This is an internal frame pack, and we're going to go through it. So the first thing I want to take a look at here before we empty this pack is the rain fly. And so this comes with it, and I've already strapped it in. There's plenty of room. It goes on pretty easily. So this is a full pack, and it has pretty good coverage, so pretty pleased with that. The area where that goes is actually fairly large, so you can get quite a bit of stuff in there. And then at the top of the pack here, we have some gear straps. You can get a sleeping pad or whatever else you'd like to carry in there. The buckles are really nice. Nothing slips, but you can undo it very easily, so that's also good. On the lid, we have two pouches, and this main pouch is the big one. So this top pouch, I have my water filter and my tarp. So there's lots of room in there. I could have put a little bit more in there if I wanted to. Taking a look inside the lid here, we have a smaller pouch, and it's a flatter pouch, so you're going to have some flatter items in there. It's not going to open up too much, but that's nice to have. Where it connects, it's actually elasticized right here, so you can actually get this strapped down pretty tight without worrying about it breaking or any of the threads pulling. Over here on the front, we have some of these gear straps and a small flat internal pouch, and you could put a rain jacket in here, or your poncho, your map. That would be a pretty good pocket for that. On the sides, this actually was not mentioned in the description of this pack, but this was a nice little surprise here. Are some really deep pockets. I have a lantern in here. So, but they go nice and deep. There's one on each side. Same one on each side. So that goes nice and deep. And then the compression straps all over this thing are actually pretty well placed, so you can get this down really nice and snug if you're not going to fill this thing up. So those are really good. You've got them on the sides here as well. And strap those down. For the water bottle holders, these are mesh, and they have an elastic collar, so you can fit a pretty good sized drink bottle in here. This is an oversized bottle. I'm pretty sure a full-size Nalgene would fit in there as well, because there's plenty of room, but it's very secure. We took this on a 3-mile hike this morning for a test and didn't have any problems with it. It performed really well. On the bottom, you have some more gear straps. So if you need to hook up some more gear, sleeping pad, whatever, you have that. Also, some gear loops. And this is nice if you like to take extras. We like to take a hatchet. So you have a gear loop on the bottom, and up top to secure it, you have this Velcro, and it's pretty substantial Velcro. We hiked with this on the pack, and it's not going anywhere. It's held in there really good. So that was nice to have. And you have one on each side. In the bottom, we have our sleeping bag compartment. And I actually have a 30-degree bag in here, and it's not very compressed. So that's a nice big compartment. I could probably put a little bit more in there. And it's separated from the main compartment by this drawstring with a little toggle. So you can open that up and actually have just one big compartment if you want to. I like to have the separate compartment. You could stuff your sleeping bag in here without the compression sack if you would like. So that's nice to have. I want to go over here to the back. of the pack, or the front of the pack, however you look at it. And we have our suspension system here. So one of the things that it stated in the description was that this was an adjustable suspension system, but it is not. These are sewn in, the shoulder straps are sewn in, so there's no way to really adjust that. That's not a problem for us. It may be a problem for you, so that's something to definitely take into consideration. But these shoulder straps are really nice and padded. They have a good mesh over top of them for airflow, and if you sweat, you know, it'll help wick some of that away. On top of the shoulder straps, you have load lifters, and these are actually nice because they're far enough away from the shoulder straps, unlike some packs I've seen, where they work really, really well. You can really get that load close to your back. On the shoulder straps, there's a couple of D-rings, so you can hang some other gear there if you like. If you like your water bottle right in front, you can do that. And then you have the sternum strap here. This can move up and down. It's very adjustable. And on the back of that, it's also elasticized, so it's not so stiff. It can move with you. And then on this buckle, there's actually an integrated whistle, which is really nice. It's nice and loud. And so somebody should be able to hear you perfectly fine with that. And then underneath here, you've got some good heavy-duty Velcro, and you can pull these aluminum stays out from the back like this, but I have not figured out a way to get them actually off the frame. So I don't know if these are meant to come off the frame, but as far as I can tell, they are not removable. They seem to be riveted onto here on each 4 points, but it does add some great stability. It's very, very comfortable wearing back here. And that stays in there nice. Down on the hip belts here, these are really nicely thickly padded. They're contoured really well. The only thing I would say here is I would really like to see the padding go all the way to the edge of the seams instead of stopping on the inside of the seams, because this can dig in. This dug in on one of my kids. The other kid didn't have a problem with it. So you may want to have some extra padding underneath there, or just make sure that you have enough clothing buffer so that you don't have any problems with these seams. On the outside of the hip belts, on each one, there is a pouch. And these hip pouches are really nice. They're pretty roomy. I think I have my keys in one. So that fits really well. A cell phone fits really well as long as it doesn't have a super bulky case on it. I don't think you're gonna get your iPhone 6 Plus in there, but most regular cell phones will fit in there really good. The hip straps have this nice, very substantial buckle on here. This is a nice buckle. It doesn't slip, it doesn't wiggle. Also, the straps, once you get them tightened down, they do not move, they don't slip, but you can adjust them really easily as well. And then behind the hip pouches, there's an area where you can actually slip your extra strap in there so it's not hanging. So that's nice as well. On all of these zippers, there's a paracord pull with a little rubberized tab. That's really nice. The zippers seem to move really well. They don't catch. I haven't had any get off track, so I'm really hopeful with those. Now, inside the pack is the main compartment. Again, you have a drawstring with a toggle. And I have in here my food bag that's got all my food in it. And then that's my cook kit and alcohol stove. I have my hammock with a bug net and the straps. And I have my underquilt. So that's my entire sleep system right here, and it fit really nicely in this pack with extra room to spare. because this is your plus 5 liters right here. So this expands out and you don't have to tighten it down all the way. I had it tightened down all the way and still had some room, so that's nice. On the inside here, you can see how big that is, and it's separated from that sleeping bag compartment. Again, you can open that up if you don't want to separate it. It also has a water bladder holder. And it's a pretty generous one, so you could fit quite a big water bladder holder, or a water bladder in there, and that holder. And then the exit tube comes out right there. So that's pretty convenient. It's also, with those stays in place, it's not going to press up against that water bladder and pressurize it, so you're not going to get flooded every time you want to take a drink. Overall, this pack is an extremely good value for $45, which is what it is on Amazon right now at the time of this review. I don't know if it'll go up, but right now that's what it is, and we have really enjoyed it so far. We plan on taking this on a trip for an overnight to the Pisgah National Forest. So once we get back from that, please check out the review. There may be some updates and we'll see how it does. Thanks for watching. If it was helpful, please press that button on the bottom.